Hey there, English students. In this series of videos, we're looking at the contractions and reductions of words like gonna, gotta, have to, wanna. And in this specific video, we're looking at have to from the phrase, I have to break your heart. I know, that's a terrible, terrible thing to say, right? This is a phrase from a song by Kimya in the movie Juno, which I haven't seen, by the way, and I hope you don't ask me what the name of the song is because I don't remember. But pretty easy to find, I suppose, if you want to look it up and listen to it. Actually, I'll go ahead and find it and I'll put it in the link below so you can listen to it later. It's a nice, easy to listen to song, slow, and the words are clearly pronounced. So if you want to find, actually I'll tell you where I find these songs with these words. You just go to lyrics.net. And in the search box, you type in the word that you want to look for, you want to hear, practice your pronunciation of. I typed in have to, and 142 songs popped up with the word have to. All right? So if you want to know how to pronounce a specific word in English or you want reference of where to get it, just go to lyrics.net, type in the word you want, and you'll see a whole bunch of songs. So let's go ahead and break this down. Talk about what the sentence means, help you practice your pronunciation, different ways you can use it, and also how to use it in the negative and interrogative, okay? So let's have some fun here. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about this phrase, I have to break your heart. Have to, like we said, comes from have to. So I'm saying that I have to, I must break your heart. It's like I'm required to break your heart. That's horrible, you know? Why would you even tell someone that? I have to break your heart, right? Break your heart. Okay, you know what heart means? The organ here in your body that pumps blood, right? That's your heart. So, I'm gonna break your heart. Break means to like take something and destroy it. You break it. So if I take this marker and I snap it in half, I break it. It's no good. If I take this camera that I'm recording and I throw it on the ground, I break it. So that's what the word break means. So here in the phrase of the song, I have to break your heart, that whoever's speaking is telling the other person, the listener, hey, you know, I know you love me, I know you like me, but for whatever reason, it's over. I don't love you anymore. I don't want you in my life. I don't want to be around you. You know, that's kind of a really, really sad thing to say. Does that ever happen to you? Did anyone ever break your heart? Someone that you really, really loved, and they just came along and like reached in, ripped out your heart, crushed it, broke it, threw it on the ground and just stomped it right into the ground? I know that's terrible, terrible, terrible feeling when you really, really love someone. I hope you never did that to anybody else. Of course, I know you did. You're a nice, sweet, wonderful person who would never just come along to someone and say, hey, I have to break your heart, right? Have to, meaning must or required to in this case. Okay, so let's practice your pronunciation here. I have to break your heart. I have to break your heart. This is good. We have a lot of words with R in it. I hadn't even noticed that, but the R sound is difficult for many English students. So it's R. It vibrates right here in your throat. R. Break your and heart. So if you put your hand on your mouth and practice in front of the mirror, it's that R sound. You can help improve your pronunciation. All right? And here, you're basically just taking two words, have to. Remember in the last video, we talked about the word gonna and why there's so many reductions in English about it being an accented language. If you want to go back and review that video, you can do so, because I actually explain why there are so many reductions in English. It's not a syllabic language like Portuguese or French, so we emphasize nouns and verbs and the adjectives and adverbs, and the rest of the words, like the prepositions, we just swallow up. Have to. All right? So the two ways you can use have to, number one, like we said, you use it as a requirement in place of must. I can say, you must go home. Or I can say, you have to go home. If I say it fast, you have to go home. You have to go home. It's a requirement. Say, you must clean up your room. You have to clean up your room. Same sentence. Now, I can also use it informally to mean desire, something that I really, really want, but that might not really be a necessity. So I can say, oh, I just have to have some ice cream. I just have to have some pizza, right? It's obviously not a requirement, not something that I need, but it's something that I really, really want. So you can also use have to mean desire. Now, there's lots of other songs that you can find this word in as well. There's a song by Government Issue, which was a hardcore punk band, and they said, let me go ahead and double check the lyrics here on my handy dandy cell phone, so that way I don't misquote them. They said, you tell me we're gonna have to fight. Okay? 3 contractions there. Were, we are, were, gonna, from going to, in have to, from this reduction have to. You tell me we're gonna have to fight. 3 contractions right in a row. Bam, bam, bam. So, the other one is a song by Toni Braxton, which is Long Way Home, and she says, you don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say anything. So you can also use have to in the negative, all right? You know that we can use do to represent, as an auxiliary verb to represent the present tense. I do have to break your heart, and then I can just include not. I do not have to break your heart to make it negative. So I can just make it a contraction here. I don't have to break your heart. So like Toni Braxton said, you don't have to say a word. Now we can also, if we want to make this interrogative, just put do in front of the pronoun. So I can say, do I have to break your heart? And then it becomes a question, right? Do I have to break your heart? Do I have to break your heart? Like, let's say, for example, that you like someone, but things just aren't working out, or you're going to have to move, and the person's begging you and pleading with you, and you don't want to hurt him. You're trying to be nice to him, but they just aren't getting it. And so finally you say, look, do I have to break your heart? Like, you don't want to be mean, but you're gonna if you gotta, right? Just to use gonna and gotta there. So there you go. A few phrases using have to, looking at these contractions. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like more lessons, you can check out the VIP English Club, where we have more lessons and mini stories that we've created for our students here. You can also help sponsor these videos at our Patreon page. And of course, if you have questions, please leave them in the comments below so we can answer them, help you out, or even record more videos for you. You know what I'd like you to do for homework is to go ahead and record 2 or 3 sentences using have to. Sorry, not record, just write them in the comments below. That way I can analyze the sentence that you're writing, common mistakes or difficulties that you're facing with words like this, and I can correct them and also take them and record more videos to help you improve your English skills. And leave your feedback as well. I love reading your comments, hearing from you all, because my goal is to help you become an English maven so that you can speak with the world. That's why I'm here every day. That's why I record these videos for you. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos, to hang out here with us. I hope to see you in the upcoming videos. So y'all have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye.